Hello, everyone. Welcome to this lesson. Today, we're going to talk about e-learning. Yes, so with my partners, Girard Guzman, Katina Ramirez, and my person, Daniel Herrera, we will tell you a little bit about this. Okay, so let's start with what is e-learning, yeah? So as you can read here, e-learning can be understood as a new type of electronic learning. It is seen as the latest extension of technology, right? So with the internet, it has facilitated a new type of electronic learning, yes? So that is what we call e-learning, yeah? So, and it includes early computer-based technologies. So in a few words, we can say that e-learning is a teaching and learning process by using the internet media or another computer network in order to give the material to the students. So it is a mean of education that incorporates self-motivation, communication, and efficiency and technology, right? So e-learning could contain courseware, a learning management system, library, and digital resources, and learning support services, right? So actually, as you can see here, e-learning consists of collaborative technology, yes. E-learning consists of collaborative technology, as you can read here, internet technology, human-computer interaction, multimedia technology, accounting, knowledge management, security, and telecommunication technology, right? Okay, so what does e-learning provides to educators and students? Yeah, so the strength of learning is basically the capacity for increased interaction. Yes, not only an interaction between the student and the system, right? E-learning provides, yes, or allows communication between peers and structures and even collaborative learning communities. So e-learning also provides high level of students control, yes, and supports participant contact and interaction continuously during this learning process, as you can read here. We also can say that e-learning saves time and money, yeah? So e-learning is also cost effective. So actually, companies save a substantial amount of money on traveling and accommodation cost of both learners and instructors, yes, as well as the venue of materials, a lot of materials, right? So no, printing also helps to reduce your carbon footprint too. Another thing is that e-learning leads to better retention, yeah? So e-learning tools enable learning designers to make content very interactive. So the more engaging the content is, the better the learners remember the information. So if students enjoy learning, they can be able to recall and apply the concepts at work. Yes? Okay, so about main goals of education and technology, we can say that there are certain goals when it comes to e-learning, and some of these are to enhance, yes, the quality of learning and teaching, meet the learning style or needs of students, improve the efficiency and effectiveness, yes, improve user accessibility and time flexibility to engage learners in the learning process. So we can say that the key success of effective e-learning is not only to set goals, yes, to set these goals, but to set the right goals, yeah? Therefore, it is significant to understand the types of different goals and their unique differences, because each goal has its own objectives. Besides, if e-learning is designed and developed without the right goal in mind, it will be a waste of time and money, as the problems will need to be addressed again from other perspectives.
So now we are going to be talking about the teacher's role. And basically in e-learning, the teachers need to be able to adopt a range of roles, from the instructor who imparts information to students to the consultant from whom learners can ask questions. So effective tutors are essential, and any teaching event will be more successful if the teacher is enthusiastic, has organized the session well, has a feeling for the subject, can conceptualize the topic, has empathy with his students, understands how people learn, has skills in teaching and managing learning, is teaching with their preferred teaching style. It has a wide range of skills in their teaching repertoire, including questioning, listening, reinforcing, reacting, summarizing, and leadership. On the other side, the student's role, you can, okay. So the student's role in distance education or on e-learning is based on a constructivist approach, and because the students are use appropriate technology to interact collaboratively with each other and use the teacher's feedback and consultation to develop and refine knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Also, the students need to be self-responsible for their own learning, and they should decide what they want to learn, establish the goal, research, and develop their subject. Students also need to research current data to answer questions and solve problems. And students identify communication barriers, courses, and solutions. So basically in e-learning, the student has to be more responsible for the process learning than the teacher is. It's like 60 or 70 and 30 and 40, 60 the student and 40 the teacher, because the student has to be more conscious about, or has to be aware about his learning process. So about, okay, you can pass the slide, thank you. About the growth of e-learning, it's directly related to the increasing access to information and communications technology, and the capacity of information and communication technology to support multimedia resource-based learning and teaching has also made a great part in this phenomenon. And the growing numbers of teachers are increasingly using information and communication technology to support their teaching. And also it has to be that the students nowadays, like we call the new generation or millennials or Gen Z, have grown using information and communication technology, and they are basically like expecting to see that in their process or educational experiences. So now let's see the difference between the conventional learning and the e-learning. So in the conventional learning, of course, students attend the school in the local community or the correspondence school, and in e-learning, the classes are scheduled according to school hours and timetable. Also, in conventional learning, students are directed to work individually or in groups. And in e-learning, classes are synchronous and teachers and students interact in real time. Like they rarely have works or workshops or homework to do like individually or in groups. E-learning is based in face-to-face interactions, although they have like asynchronous lessons. In conventional learning, students are generally enrolled with one school, and the e-learning, the learning objectives are set by the teacher and also the institution. And the conventional learning, students may determine the times when they access e-learning opportunities. And in e-learning, students can choose to work individually or collaboratively with people who may or not may be in the regular class. And so yeah, basically the main difference between conventional learning and e-learning is that conventional learning, of course, is presential, and the e-learning has the ability to be synchronous or asynchronous, and it's through platforms like Zoom, Meet, or I don't know, Classroom is asynchronous. So yeah, those are like the main differences.
Now let's talk about e-learning and its impact in teachers and education. Well, The network environment of this new internet-connected world has expanded the opportunities for teaching and learning in ways that we are only beginning to understand. But what makes the implementation of e-teaching so challenging is that we are asking teachers to teach in a way in which they have never been taught. And they will work in an environment in which they have never been learners and may have had few first-hand experiences. However, without a history and a wide knowledge base to draw on, e-teachers will have the opportunity to be pioneers in their own rights as they set sail. They will have the chance to re-examine what it means to be a teacher. Now we can talk about some fears that teachers have in this e-learning process. That maybe they are afraid of change, they are afraid of time commitments, they are afraid of appearing incompetent behind or in front of the class. So this is the challenge that e-learning has come to the teachers. Now let's talk about this. This is a framework of enabling technologies in e-learning, and the focus is the emergence of educational technology now on the technology of education, where the goal is to improve learning and teaching process based on educational psychology and pedagogy. So in this picture, we can see the e-learning and the enterprise training, the information knowledge repository, the globalization of education, and a lifelong learning. What does it mean? That we have some items right here like collaboration technology, the evaluation, the digital technology, and all those things that you can see right here are connected to e-learning. And this is the main goal that the technology brings to the e-learning and all this process. Now we can see right here the elements of an e-learning system. We can see the main characters. We have the learner, we have the context, we have the instructors, and the other learner. But what is the link or what is the connection? Right here, we can see that learner, the relation between the instructor and the learner is that the instructor gets or gives all the training that the learner needs to know. But how do they do this? Through the content, the IS system. This relation right here designs and utilizes the content. The learner learns from the content. But now we have the instructor and the other learners. That is the same relation as the learner, because they share and interact with each other and support and interacts the learner and the instructor and the other learner. So we can see right here that e-learning is a process that has been new, it can be said, but it's also a big challenge that we have to set and to overcome, because that's the age that we are. So thank you so much for listening to us, and thank you. Bye.